guys, Tom here and welcome to a new video, and today I'm bringing you my Battleground 2014 possible match card. Now there's already been two matches confirmed for Battleground. One is the WWE World Heavyweight Championship Fatal 4-Way match, and the other one is the Intercontinental Championship Battleground Battle Royal. So Kane, Orton, Cena and Reigns will go head to head for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and so far we've got a few people confirmed for the Battle Royal, but all in all we've only had two matches fully confirmed for the Battleground 2014 pay-per-view on the 20th of July 2014, and in this video I just want to share with you possible matches which will be added later down the line for the pay-per-view, which happens in just under 3 weeks. So there are actually currently 7 matches I can see happening at the Battleground 2014 pay-per-view, including the 2 matches which I've already said. The others include Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins, Jack Swagger against Rusev, Naomi versus Cameron, Chris Jericho against Bray Wyatt, and AJ Lee versus Paige. And so far, I'm absolutely buzzing for that match card. That looks an insane match card. Yes, I know the WWE Network subscriptions only last 6 months, so coming to the end of Battleground and SummerSlam pay-per-views, a lot of people are going to be thinking about whether it's worth renewing their contract with the WWE Network or just letting it go and not renewing it until the start of the year when the Rumble and the WrestleMania comes back around. So WWE are really going to have to go really far with Battleground and SummerSlam to make people convinced that they should renew their contract for the WWE Network. So I'm really looking forward to the summer with the Battleground and SummerSlam pay-per-view, and this is why so far the match card is actually looking really good. So I'm just going to break it down a little bit and start with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship Fatal 4-Way match. And the reason why this match actually looks really good on paper is because we all know Cena is heading to SummerSlam to face Brock Lesnar. So they're going to try every way possible to make you intrigued in this match, even though the outcome is very predictable. So when was the last time we had a Fatal 4-Way main event at a pay-per-view? It's also the first time we've had a Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And you've also got 2 of the biggest stars from the last 10 years, Orton and Cena, a guy who pretty much caused havoc in the late 90s, Kane, and also somebody who's dubbed as the next John Cena, Roman Reigns, in this match. It's going to be a great spectacle, and I'm really looking forward to that match. Sad that the Intercontinental Championship has been vacated from Bad News Barrett because of his injury, but there's also a lot of stars in this match which I can really see, and I'm excited to see if they can become the next champion. I really think Dolph Ziggler's well overdue a push by the WWE, but you've also got Rob Van Dam, who could bring great prestige back to the championship, and is well overdue a championship thanks to all the jobs he's done in the last few years. So, enough of that, we've also got Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins, which I'm so excited to see. This is their first feud that they've had since breaking away from the Shield, and it's really their big break, and to show really the WWE and everybody backstage and the fans what they can do in singles competition. If you're not an indie star, Ambrose and Rollins, you won't know how good they can do in singles competition. We're used to seeing them in tag matches and 6-man tag matches, but this is your first opportunity to see them really shine in singles competition. There's already been a lot of ingredients added to this feud. He's even cost him the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. On Raw, Dean Ambrose stopped Seth Rollins from cashing in. So far, there's great chemistry in this feud, and it really looks like an exciting match at Battleground. Sadly, it won't main event Battleground because of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, but certainly so far, it looks like a huge bill, and it really could be a great main event match if it was the main event. So excited to see that, and it's really their big break. It's gonna be awesome. Also, Jack Swagger versus Rusev. This is the first time Jack Swagger's ever been a babyface within the WWE. And this is also 2 big guys. Rusev has proven that he can have a great match with Big E, and Jack Swagger's a similar build and has a similar background to Big E. So it's definitely gonna be a good match. But also, the fact that they've changed Jack Swagger's gimmick, he's now fighting for America instead of brainwashing people into thinking that this is his idea of America. So he's actually changed gimmick, which makes it quite an unpredictable match. Will they go down the route of giving Swagger the win because he's changed his gimmick and he's changed his persona? Or they still give Rusev the win because he's still coming out of that debut push that he originally got when he came into the WWE. It's very exciting, but it's going to be great to see America versus Russia at the Battleground pay-per-view. Then we have Naomi versus Cameron, who have been part of the Funkadactyls for a good 2 to 3 years. And it does look like they are breaking down as a tag team and will have a match later down the line. Whether that's a SummerSlam match or a Battleground match, I really don't mind, but I cannot wait to see what these guys can do and the work they can put on in a match when they go head-to-head at probably a pay-per-view match. Now, I'm not really keen on what the build will look like for this match because, honestly, they've really been underutilized in the last 2 to 3 years, so it's a bit sketchy whether this will work out or not, and whether breaking them up really is a good idea or not. But the Divas division actually looks very, very good at the moment, because you've got Summer Rae and Layla kind of having a feud, you've got AJ Lee and Paige having a feud, you've then got Naomi and Cameron having a feud, so it is actually looking very good for the Divas division. So this will look like it might be the second Divas match on the pay-per-view. We'll all have to wait and see, but it does look like Naomi and Cameron are breaking down, and probably the designated date for that match will be Battleground. I'm excited to see what Naomi and Cameron can put on in a match. Also, you've got a returning Chris Jericho. Yes, he had a great summer. Do you remember when he just tore it up between Payback and Money in the Bank pay-per-views? He was absolutely fantastic throughout the early summer last year. And this time he gets to do it all again in a match against Bray Wyatt. Now, Bray Wyatt and Jericho had a match at NXT last year, and then Chris Jericho actually got the win there, which was actually quite a big surprise. But this time, hopefully Chris Jericho can put over Bray Wyatt, and actually Bray Wyatt can finally get some momentum. He was buried against John Cena, but here Chris Jericho can put over Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt can use that momentum to go to bigger and better things. Cena should have put over Bray Wyatt, but hopefully with a win over Chris Jericho, it's going to be an amazing match. It really is. The promos are going to be good towards when they're building towards the match, and the match itself, two great talents. It's going to be fucking awesome. I honestly cannot wait for this match. It's going to be my #1 match at the Battleground pay-per-view if it happens, and it really is likely to happen, which is awesome. But Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho, with a win for Bray Wyatt here, hopefully he can have another big match at SummerSlam like he did last year against Kane. Then lastly, we have AJ Lee versus Paige. Now, these guys have faced off twice already, but not on a pay-per-view level. Both of their matches have been for the Divas Championship already, but they've only been for about 1 to 2 minutes. Hopefully, if WWE gives this match enough time, we can have a good 10 to 15 to even 20-minute match between AJ Lee against Paige. Now, last year there was a great match between AJ Lee and Caitlyn for the Divas Championship, and it does remind me a lot of this. Now, apparently Paige has now turned heel, and AJ Lee is back to being a babyface, which switches things around completely and adds a new dimension to this match. I'm so excited to see this match, and it could possibly be the best Divas match of the year. Paige, her title run really was a bit disappointing. Now AJ Lee's got the championship, this will give an opportunity to Paige to actually work towards the championship. The build will be good, and hopefully the match will be good as well, because it's Paige's first real opportunity to get her teeth into a proper feud and into a proper match with a top talent like AJ Lee. AJ Lee carried the Divas division for a good 1.5 years, and see if Paige can face AJ Lee in this match. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully you've enjoyed this match, Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, everybody. I'm really excited for Battleground 2014. Are you? Thanks for watching. Take care. Spike your head.
If I found a way to be happy